Welcome to From the Book Nook, the podcast where we dive into the latest must-reads, hidden gems, and everything in between. I'm Greg.
And I'm Anne. Today, we're coming to you straight from the cozy corners of the Book Nook Cafe, where the coffee is hot, the bookshelves are full, and great conversations are always brewing.
If it's on the New York Times bestseller list, we're talking about it. So grab a cup of your favorite beverage, find a comfy seat, and let's turn the page together.
Let's get started. Welcome to From the Book Nook.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So glad you could join us today.
Absolutely. It's great to have you all here. I've been itching to talk about this book all week.
Same here. I've been buzzing with thoughts ever since I finished it. So we're diving into Lisa Wingate's Before We Were Yours today. Have you read it yet?
Oh man, I couldn't put it down once I started. It just pulled me right in.
I know, right? From the first chapter, I was hooked.
Rill Foss's story just grabbed me by the heart.
Yes, a 12-year-old having to navigate such a terrifying situation. It was intense.
And the way Wingate captured her voice, it felt so real.
Exactly. I felt like I was right there with Rill, feeling her fear and determination.
Same here. And can you believe it's based on real events? The Tennessee Children's Home Society scandal is shocking.
Oh, I know. I actually went down a rabbit hole researching it after I finished the book.
Me too. It's unbelievable how many families were affected.
Right. It really adds a whole new layer to the story knowing that.
Definitely. And what did you think about the dual timelines with Avery Stafford?
You know, at first I wasn't sure how Avery's story would connect, but as it unfolded, I got totally invested.
I felt the same. Her journey into her family's past was like peeling an onion. So many layers.
Exactly. And every time I thought I had it figured out, there was another twist.
Oh, tell me about it. I kept second-guessing myself.
By the way, what did you think about May Crandall?
May Crandall, what a fascinating character. She was like the key that unlocked the whole mystery.
Yes, and her interactions with Avery were so touching.
Especially when you realize who she truly is.
I got chills when that revelation came.
Me too. And Trent, what are your thoughts on him?
Trent, well, I thought he was a great addition. Not just a potential love interest, but someone who genuinely helped Avery grow.
I agree. He brought out a different side of her, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciated that he challenged her perspectives.
Exactly. It made her more relatable, I think.
Speaking of relatable, the bond between Rill and her siblings was so moving.
Oh, absolutely. Their connection was the heart of the story for me.
Same here. It really showcased the resilience of children in the face of adversity.
Yes, and it broke my heart when they were separated.
I know. Those scenes were tough to read.
They were, but I think Wingate handled them sensitively.
Agreed. She gave us just enough detail without overwhelming us.
Right. It's a delicate balance when dealing with such heavy topics.
Definitely. And it makes you appreciate the lighter moments in the book even more.
Absolutely. Like when Rill tries to comfort her siblings with stories.
Yes, those moments were so tender.
By the way, did you have a favorite character?
That's tough. But I think Rill takes the cake for me. Her strength was incredible.
I hear you. For me, it's a tie between Rill and Grandma Judy.
Oh, Grandma Judy. She was such a sweetheart.
Wasn't she? And her memories added another layer to the story.
They did. It's amazing how the past can ripple into the present like that.
Exactly. It made me think about my own family history.
Well, it just made me realize how much we don't know about our own families.
That's so true. There could be entire stories we've never heard.
Absolutely. It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it.
Definitely. So, were there any parts of the book you weren't thrilled about?
I guess I wanted more development for some of the side characters.
Oh, like who?
Well, for example, Avery's fiancé. He felt a bit underdeveloped.
I can see that. He was kind of just there, wasn't he?
Yeah, like a plot device more than a person.
Exactly. It would have been interesting to explore his character more.
Agreed. Maybe see more of their relationship dynamics.
Yes, it could have added another layer to Avery's story.
But I suppose the focus was on her self-discovery.
True, and perhaps the lack of depth in their relationship highlighted her need for change.
Good point. It underscores how disconnected she was from her own life.
Exactly. It's like she was just going through the motions.
Right, and I think a lot of readers can relate to that feeling.
Absolutely. It's easy to get caught up in expectations and lose sight of what matters.
Couldn't agree more.
By the way, did you have any favorite quotes from the book?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There were so many beautiful passages.
I know, I actually bookmarked a few.
Nice. Care to share one?
There's a part where Rill says, "We can't go back to the way things were, but we can go forward to something new."
Oh, I loved that line. It captures the essence of the whole story.
Doesn't it? It's about hope and resilience.
Absolutely. And it's a reminder that even after hardship, there's potential for healing.
Exactly.
So overall, how would you rate the book?
Honestly, I'd give it 5 stars. It was a captivating read from start to finish.
Same here. It's one of those books that lingers with you.
Definitely. It's not often that a story moves me like this one did.
I know what you mean. It felt both educational and emotional.
Yes, and it sheds light on a part of history that isn't widely known.
Exactly, and it makes you appreciate authors who bring these stories to life.
Absolutely. And it encourages readers to learn more about the real events.
Agreed. So, would you recommend this book to others?
Without hesitation. But I'd also suggest having some tissues handy,
Good advice. It's definitely an emotional roller coaster.
but worth every moment, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's a beautifully written story that needs to be shared.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, I think we've covered just about everything.
I think so too. This was such a great discussion.
It really was. Thanks for sharing your insights.
Thank you. And thanks to our listeners for joining us today.
Yes, we appreciate you all tuning in.
Until next time, keep reading and exploring new stories.
Bye, everyone.